again from Fresh at Burcott. Well, it's a really exciting time of year to be a gardener, and one of my absolute favourite times of year because we have all the spring flowering bulbs coming into the garden centres. As you can see, there's a really colourful range to choose from, all sorts of things, tulips, daffodils, crocus, loads of different things. It's a really great time to be coming in and choosing bulbs that are going to give you some colour in the spring. But a really fun project is to grow a few hyacinth bulbs in a bowl for Christmas. It's really easy to do, and I'm going to show you just how simple it is to get some great looking bulbs and a fantastic scent in your home. So all you need is a bowl, some compost and some bulbs. So Jack, would you like to choose me a few bulbs for this bowl that we're going to plant up?
When choosing hyacinths, you need to make sure that they're all prepared, which means they've been given a small period of chill, so it makes them think that they're still in their winter season. This then makes them ready for Christmas earlier than most.
Thank you, Jack. Well, here you can see Jack's chosen 3 nice white hyacinth bulbs, and as he said, these have been prepared, so they're going to flower at Christmas. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to put a bit of compost in the bottom of this bowl. Now, I'm actually using bulb fibre for this. The difference between bulb fibre and any ordinary compost is that bulb fibre's got a bit of charcoal mixed into it, so that will keep the compost sweet. It won't go a bit smelly. So you do need to use that if you've got it planting into a container with no drainage holes. If you're planting bulbs in a pot outside, then multi-purpose compost is absolutely fine. So I'm going to use some bulb fibre, and I'm going to fill the bowl fairly full actually, because you want the bulbs, when you position them in, they're going to be just proud of the surface of the compost. So I'll just space them out neatly around there. So you can see for a bowl that size, 3 is absolutely fine. If I'm going for a bigger bowl, something like that sort of size, then that would take 5 bulbs. You normally always plant in odd numbers because that gives you a much more aesthetically pleasing effect. So I've got 3 in here and just a little bit more compost in, a little bit more bulb fibre I should say. Just put that round, carefully round the bulbs, and so that the noses of the bulb, we call this little bit the nose, so that their noses are sticking up above the surface of the soil, and just round like that. So there they are ready to go. I'm going to give them a little bit of water, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bowl into a dark cupboard. It needs to be cool but frost free, so somewhere like a dark shed or garage, somewhere where the mice aren't going to get it is important though. And that needs to stay in that dark place for between 8 and 10 weeks. So planting now, you should be in plenty of time for Christmas. Every so often you just need to get them out of the cupboard and just check that they're still moist. And then once the shoots are about an inch tall, so that's about 2.5 centimetres tall, then you can bring them into a cool room in the house. You'll see that, notice that the shoots are quite pale when you first get them out of the cupboard. Then they'll start to green up and the flower buds will be initiated. And you should be getting those flowering just around Christmas, and you can bring them gradually into a warmer and warmer room in the house. So you can see that's a really, really easy way of getting some really colourful things into your house for Christmas. And they make great Christmas presents as well too, so you could do quite a few of those and give them away as gifts. And it's a really good project for children. One of the nicest things about hyacinths is that they are absolutely as easy as anything to grow. And you don't have to use soil either. You can grow them just in water. You can get these special hyacinth glasses, which are these shaped glasses here. And all you need to do is just put some water into the glass. Now I'm pouring it so that it's just below the neck of the glass. Can you see there? That's the top of the water. And all you need to do is pop a bulb onto the top there. They're just designed neatly to fit the hyacinth. The roots will be drawn down into that water, and that's a fantastic project for children because they're really fascinated to see the roots coming down and then the flower will come up. And again, that should be flowering about Christmas time. You can use all sorts of other containers as well. You can use these little sort of galvanised metal containers, wooden boxes, anything like that, any sort of glass container. And as I say, you don't need to have soil. You could use some attractive beads or anything in there in these glass containers to give you a really interesting effect. That's a little tea light holder, but that would be great for growing one little hyacinth in. Really pretty little way of doing it. Just an ordinary tumbler like that, and putting a bit of grit in that. I'm going to use some white grit there. And then again, popping a hyacinth just onto the surface of that grit, just nestle it down a little bit like that. And you've got a very attractive way of growing a hyacinth without any soil. So there's lots of different ways you can grow bulbs. Hyacinth are the most common bulb that we grow indoors, but you can also grow paper white narcissi. They're fantastic scent on those. Crocus, all sorts of other little miniature daffodils, they'll all grow indoors equally easily and give you a lovely show. So great project for doing this weekend, great thing to be doing with kids as well. So have fun and enjoy your spring flowering bulbs.
Hold on.
When do
Hold on.
I mean, what am I doing?
Action!